Hey, I'm Al Cavadlo, and you're watching Ask Al. In my last episode, I discussed some diet strategies for getting ripped, and since then, a lot of people have written to me wanting to know more about intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting refers to going for extended periods of time without consuming any calories. The idea is that if you've eaten anything recently, your body is going to be too busy digesting that to burn any fat. However, once you haven't eaten anything for 12 hours or so, then your internal furnace can really get cooking. Furthermore, by limiting the amount of meals you have, you're almost certainly going to reduce your total calorie intake. Everyone already fasts to a certain extent, as you obviously don't eat anything while you're asleep. So it shouldn't take that much effort to extend that window a little bit further. Speaking of which, you do know why they call it breakfast, right? Because you're breaking your fast. So the good news is you don't have to give up breakfast in order to do intermittent fasting. You just have to postpone it. By the way, the notion that everyone should eat first thing in the morning is not actually true. It was invented by the marketing department of Kellogg's to get you to buy breakfast cereal. Still, if you're worried about not eating anything in the morning, that's understandable. So see if you can start by just eating less. Maybe you can get by till lunch with just a banana. Not eating anything in the morning does take some getting used to, but most people who stick with it wind up losing weight, regardless of whether or not they eat super strict the rest of the day. So you see, intermittent fasting isn't really a diet in the traditional sense of the word, because it doesn't restrict what you eat. It only restricts when you eat. Of course, combining intermittent fasting with healthy food choices is ultimately the most effective way to get ripped. Oh, and by the way, fluids like water and tea and coffee are encouraged during your fast. In fact, they'll probably help keep your hunger cravings at bay. Just be sure you're not adding any sugars or creamers to your coffee, otherwise you're not really fasting. To get the full benefits of IF, it's generally recommended that you fast daily for anywhere from 16 to 24 hours. So depending on a variety of factors like how busy I am, how hungry I feel, how mentally focused and committed I am on any given day, I might have my first meal around 1 p.m. or I may hold out till dinner. And yes, I do work out in a fasted state in the morning. And there's actually research that suggests doing so is best for burning fat. I also sometimes go several hours between when I finish my workout and when I eat my first meal. And no, I'm not worried about missing out on the so-called window of opportunity for gains, because it's not real. It's also something that was made up by a marketing department. This time, the culprits were the supplement industry. One more thing, make sure you leave a couple of hours to digest your big dinner before you hit the hey. Well, that's all the time I've got for this episode of Ask Al. Keep leaving me questions in the comment section below for future episodes. Till next time, I'm Al Cavadlo, and we're working out.